It's Thursday, the 25th of May, 2023. Welcome to the Fast Five by Fear and Greed, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Good morning, Michael.
Sean, 5 stories, 5 minutes. Let's jump into story number 1. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Anthony Albanese have signed a new migration and labour mobility partnership, and they've agreed to work together on green hydrogen technology. It's really kind of all designed to bring the two countries closer together.
Sure is, and given India is heading towards becoming the third largest economy on earth, well, it makes a lot of economic sense for Australia to get closer. The Labour Mobility Agreement will encourage the movement of students, graduates and professionals between the countries and offer greater recognition of qualifications obtained in each country. Modi said the two countries could work together to make a free, open, rules-based and prosperous Indo-Pacific. He added, in the language of cricket, our ties have entered the T20 mode. Modi said the mobility partnership would strengthen the people-to-people links between the two countries, opening doors for businesses, and he looks forward to seeing more Australian investment in India.
What did our Prime Minister Anthony Albanese have to say about it?
Albanese thanked Mr. Modi for the friendship that they've established, not just between the countries, but between themselves, and he declared Australia's Indian community a very important part of our vibrant multicultural democracy. Mr. Albanese, who visited India in March, will be back in September. He said he's looking forward to that. That's the G20 leaders meeting. One thing, Michael, it's come as a surprise to most people, I think, that 12 months into his period as Prime Minister, Albanese has become a real global statesman. Over the past year, he's pushed Australia closer to Pacific nations. He's mended the relationship with France. He signed the Quad deal with the US, Japan and India. He's working on a free trade deal with Europe. He's overseen the implementation of the UK free trade deal and, probably most significantly, relations between Beijing and Canberra are warming. And in fact, we're selling coal and timber again.
Yeah, all right, big story in politics. On to story number 2 now, Sean. Woolworths will start moving payments onto Australia's first real-time payment system, which is a cheaper alternative to the card networks that are controlled by Visa and MasterCard.
In payment system land, this is big, because Woolies processes around $60 billion each year in 1.1 billion transactions and is the largest payments processor behind the big 4 banks. Under the new system, Woolies will be able to access customers' accounts and take money out without going via one of the card providers. According to the Financial Review, customers will have an option to link their bank account directly to the Woolies app using what's known as Pay2, which is a platform that's been built by the banks in the past couple of years. Woolies will also get the cash flow benefit of receiving funds instantly rather than waiting for next day settlement when payments are processed via the card schemes. Pay2 offers big retailers and billers, think all those utility companies, a lower cost alternative to Visa card, MasterCard, etc. It's a really interesting development in that part of the world.
Yeah, sure is. Story number 3, Sean, is probably one that a lot of people will pay quite close attention to because Netflix is about to start cracking down on password sharing in an effort to make more users pay for the video streaming service as growth slows.
Yes, the emails have begun to be sent out apparently, so an account will be limited to people living in the same household. Subscribers to Netflix's standard or premium plans can allow another person living outside their household to use their password, but they have to pay an extra $8 a month. Netflix has 9.6 million subscribers in Australia, according to an estimate by research firm Kantar. It has 235 million paying subscribers worldwide, and it's estimated that about 100 million people worldwide are stealing access through passwords from family and friends.
All right, story number 4, Sean. This is actually really confronting this. Anti-slavery campaign group Walk Free, which is actually funded by Andrew and Nicola Forrest of Fortescue Metals fame. The group estimates that $26 billion of yearly imports into Australia may use forced labour.
That includes products from electronics and solar panels to clothes and seafood. Walk Free boss Grace Forrest, who's the daughter of Andrew and Nicola, says governments and businesses aren't doing enough to prevent the sale of products made using forced labour and wants non-compliant companies to be fined. Australia's 5-year Modern Slavery Act prohibits the purchase of goods that were produced using slave labour. Having said that, it's sometimes very, very difficult to identify exactly the provenance of these products. Walk Free's 2023 Global Slavery Index estimates that in 2021, 50 million people were living in modern slavery, either in forced labour or forced marriage. That's an increase of 20% from the 2018 index, and it includes a 173% increase to 41,000 people within Australia.
That is just extraordinary that could actually be happening right here.
And it happens a lot.
Story number 5, Sean. Last one, another serious one, actually. The global COVID emergency is officially over, but the disease, which is now, would you believe, more than 3 years old, still kills one person every 4 minutes.
It's an incredible statistic, particularly because there are still many unanswered questions about how to deal with a virus and how to protect vulnerable people and under-vaccinated countries. According to a report on Bloomberg, COVID is still the third main killer in the US behind heart disease and cancer. But unlike other common causes of death like smoking and traffic accidents that have led to safety laws, politicians aren't really pushing for ways to reduce harm. Things like mandated vaccinations, maybe even masking in closed spaces. In total, COVID has caused at least 20 million deaths globally, and people not getting immunised is a major reason for death. 1 in 10 infected people get long COVID, and that's considered one of the biggest post-pandemic medical challenges.
All right, there we go. The top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Thursday, the 25th of May, 2023. Remember to hit follow on the podcast. And if 5 minutes isn't enough for you, you can find our longer daily show called Fear and Greed wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget as well, the Amazon Echo smart speaker range comes with Alexa built in. Simply say, Alexa, play the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed podcast to catch the latest episode. You can grab yours now at amazon.com.au. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. Have a great day.